Welcome back to another episode of Cascade Valley, and we have got a little bit of an easier schedule now. The obviously we just went through a gauntlet playing Florida, Texas A&M, Alabama, Tennessee, all at their places, and then we come back home, we played USC, and somehow we won every single one of those games. We then absolutely destroyed Northwestern, and now we're facing Washington, but after that, it gets a little bit more tough. Yes, we're at home finally after that crazy stretch, but it'll be number 15 Nebraska, number 3 Wisconsin. And if we get through those, it's cupcakes, especially this team after that. Now, with this season going as well as it has, one thing I love seeing is that our guy Dylan Fowler is trying to win that Heisman. We got to make sure we are feeding this man the football all game long for the rest of the season, keeping him healthy, but getting him both involved in the running and the passing games so that he can take home the trophy that he knows he deserves. Here we go. Dean Longa, again, has kept his starting position so far after taking over for James Hester, but it's really Dylan Fowler that helps his team. Fowler is known primarily for the running game and being a devastating runner. Dude should be absolutely incredible in the NFL, but I want to get him involved in the passing game so NFL teams know that he's that guy, pal. The success of Longa really also hinders kind of on Dylan Fowler just being absolutely incredible. That run, probably not his best. 2nd and 11. Going underneath. Ostergaard. I mean, this dude is probably going to win a Heisman at some point. Little 3rd and short. Give it to the man with the plan, Mr. Fowler. Not a lot of yards, but a first. And then you find yourself in a situation where you kind of set the expectations and we're going to run this football a lot. Of course, we get a little penalty here. Longa says, you know what? Quisenberry. I'm going to pray this on the defense. Of course, it's on us. Scholarship is gone. So 1st and 20, again, not exactly ideal. We're just going to try to get one check down here. Berizzo's going to hold that in. 2nd down, 15 yards. Like what I'm seeing here, Ostergaard across the middle. Nice catch for a first. This team really feels battle-tested. We played all those games on the road against the toughest opponents in the world just to come out here when we're at home and almost throw a pick. 2nd and 10, going right back to the run here. Fowler trying to show the speed for the NFL scouts, letting them know that he can do it all. He can do it all. Dylan only has like 4 carries, 20-some yards. Again, we need multiple touchdowns from this dude every single week now. We want that Heisman Trophy to come home. So 2nd and 10. Ooh, Longa's got to get rid of that. 3rd and a whole lot of yards. Longa's going to hit him with a little bit of a play action. Sees this guy underneath. We want to make this just an easier field goal if we can do it, but Ostergaard finds a way for the first. This dude is so unbelievably good. He just finds ways to just get in those little cracks of the defense and make him pay. Longa is going to roll out here. Sees this guy. Tries to throw one. So a crazy long drive for Cascade Valley, but look. Points are points. We'll take that every single time. Nice little slant route. They're going to drop that. Well, 2nd and 10. UW's going to try to find a run. A little bit of running room. They almost get out to the edge, but Sean Lewis stops it. Our guys kind of had the wrong defense set up and just West Potts getting embarrassed out there in the football field. 1st down for Washington. Ooh, they go with a QB keeper. We didn't expect that, but Sean Lewis is there. That CVU crowd trying to get hyped up. Sean Lewis, again, going to be here in the blitz. Fires through the gap. The QB keeps it 2 times in a row, and this man is running for a 1st down. Their QB has 64 rushing yards on the entire season, and he's basically like halfway there now. All right, this QB who has not run a lot this season, we've actually got to prepare for. Who do you think you're trying to truck? All right, we're definitely playing shallow here. I'm actually a little afraid of that wide stack they have over there on the side. And that's why, because our corner is going to abandon that in cover 2, and the safety is not going to be able to get there. I still don't believe in this team. We're bringing pressure. Oh, my God, they're running back. This is a grown man. All right, let me chill. Let me put some respect on Washington's name. They're trying to take down the best team in the nation. All right, Washington's coming out there letting us know that they can do a little something. So we got to be prepared. Fowler, though, always ready to go. Ostergaard is going to be the guy in motion. You already know what time it is. Oh, my God, every time we think we got something, there's always a penalty. It's on Berizzo. I've seen enough. Scholarship's going. All right, Longa's just got to pray that his guys can do something without getting a penalty. Oh, look at Dean Longa. Showing the speed. Is there a spin move? There is. No fumble. Almost halfway through this quarter. We're going to go with a little bit of a play action because the run game's been so good today. And we're going to throw a dot to Berizzo. We forgive him. Brian Berizzo has been cleansed of his sins after an unbelievable catch. What a throw by Dean Longa, though. On the move. He said, hold on, brother. All right, what are we doing on the run? Fowler's having a solid game, but we need a great game. Okay, we're trying to get the Heisman with this young man. We need big runs like that. Back to 1st and 10. We don't like it. We're getting rid of it. We got to be careful. We're inside the red zone. This is a Washington team that's showing a little bit of life now. It was Hartzell actually getting that carry. Fowler's going to come back in, though, on 3rd down. He's our main guy. We like to make sure that we feed on these big plays. And Dylan Fowler Fowler is down to the 1. Longest having a great game, 8 for 10, over 100 yards. Trying to add a little bit to his resume here, but it's going to be Dylan Fowler we feed the rock to, and I don't like the result. All right, here we go. Oh, my God. Big 3rd and goal, 2-minute warnings coming up. The screen game has been absolutely money today, but it's Angelo Hartzell in the end zone this time instead of Dylan Fowler. I don't know how I feel about that one, but we'll take the points. Finding ourselves here in the 3rd quarter. Things have honestly been a little bit tighter than we probably want them to be right now, but we've got to find a way to just make something happen. This is not exactly ideal for the squad, and 97 seems like a fast gentleman, but he's not as fast as Dean Longa, who has got deceptive speed. Late hit. Oh, throw him out of the game. Get him out of the game, ref. But I'll honestly take the first down. Thank you. 1st and 10 after a beautiful little penalty there. Oh, Longa said, hold on now. Hold on now. We're still holding on. The later we get in this game with it being sort of close or tied is just not really what we're looking for. We need runs like that. Fowler's been pumping out 100+ yards in the ground with adding in some receiving yards here and there. We just haven't had that burst yet of a run from him. They had 2 guys over there in coverage on Ostergaard. Neither one was able to really stop him, and he gets a first, almost a first. I'll give a lot of credit, though, to Washington's defensive line. They've been really good today, putting pressure on Longa, stopping Dylan Fowler, but not on that one. The young man's in the end zone. He wants his Heisman. Biggest drive of the game right now for Washington. They have got to find a way to answer back. Oh, and that's a big way to answer back here. 80 down the sideline off of Slade. And he's got a first. That 7-point lead doesn't feel as comfortable now. Nice little run here, but Sean Lewis again stepping up big. 10 trying to get us to jump off sides. It ain't working. We're prepared. You know who's not prepared? That man for Damian Butts. With a big sack. Damian Butts is a generational name, just a generational player. You love to see what he does on the football field every single Saturday. And next season, he'll be doing it in the NFL. Ooh, they go for a check down Charlie, but that ain't going to work. We shut it down. Offense back in the field, trying to keep that win column looking great and the loss column looking empty. Dylan Fowler, where are we running on that? 2nd and 11, 3rd quarter kind of winding down for us at this point. Longa taking a risk. I'm scared, but Daniel Keaton almost has it. Longa needs something here in 3rd and 11. He sees a little bit of pressure. He's throwing one. He's got Fowler, and it's out of bounds. This is not what we want to see. In the 4th quarter, only a 7-point lead. Washington has a chance to tie it up right now. And Jeremy Emery is not standing for it. Jeremy Emery is going to take it down to the 42-yard line. What a play. Defense doing their best to really keep Washington out of this one. Fowler just trying to eat up some yards here and there. Fowler's only sitting here with 60-some yards in the 4th quarter. I'm not really impressed by that. And look at him finally breaking out in the open field for a big run. 78 yards and a touchdown. Angelo Hartzell again kind of sort of took one from him earlier. Fowler back here, another solid run, maybe 3. Washington's pretty heavy to the right-hand side, but we've got an extra man there to block on the left for us. Hartzell's going to be the guy taking this one, and he gets almost the first. Say what you will, but Hartzell, he's honestly been pretty solid. He's had a couple of bursts, a couple of good runs out there. I'm not saying he's better than Fowler, because he's not, but he's been solid. Fowler has a little bit of a wear and tear. His left arm getting beat up here, and just ain't nobody blocking 97. Want to be safe here, not really turn the ball over. We definitely need points. We're going to try to be safe here. And, oh, 97 thought he might have had Fowler, but Fowler had other plans. Way to get in the end zone, big fella. Dubs out here, 3-3 in the season. Potentially having their 4th loss right now if they don't figure this out. Nice little check down. Is going to go for the first down. Great run after the catch. Don Lewis letting the crowd know we need them right now. In a situation like this, they got to step up. Just like Washington's QB is stepping up. 2nd and 2. The passing attack has been great. They go, they find a man wide open. Our coverage is having gaps everywhere. Coach McMervin is going to opt to go ahead and just switch to a little bit of man defense here. Our guys are pretty elite in man, but you never know what our corners are going to do sometimes. And what a stop. That was close. Big drive here, 2:21 left. See if we can get a stop. What a stop. Bryce Cheek, pick that off next time. I kind of feel a lot better in man coverage than I feel in zone right now. Most of our guys are locking up fairly well. They try throwing one here, and Jeremy Emery, another pick on back-to-back drives. 2:13 left. We're kind of out of it, but also not kind of out of it, so we got to be careful here. Fowler again, that left arm. He's got some wear and tear. We're just trying to get this man out to the edge, and, I mean, good news, he got out to the edge. Bad news, he just... Who's it on? Are you kidding me? Is that on Keaton? I hate our tight ends. I hate them. So after we get a penalty on that play, it's 2nd and 16. More importantly, it stops the clock again. So we're going to just Go back out here and see if we get a couple of yards, and we get 4. And so with Washington having 2 timeouts here, we just want to put this game away. We're going to the halfback screen because they have not done a great job against it at all today. And more importantly, we're going to stay in bounds, making them use their second timeout. Fowler probably won't eclipse 100 rushing yards today. He's in the 80s, but he's got a whole lot of receiving yards to go on with the fantastic afternoon. You love to see it. All their timeouts gone. Washington now just is at the mercy of Dylan Fowler down the field. That's over 100 yards in the day, 122 to be exact. Listen, and this is all about getting that man a Heisman. We are absolutely going to try to get him in the end zone one more time. Fowler with the chance. And he's going to be... Oh, that's not our guy. Woo! I thought it was Fowler getting hurt. Got a feeling Fowler might get pulled if he doesn't score here. They are blitzing, and yeah, he's not going to get to the edge on that one. Tough. Not a lot of time left in the game. Fowler just, yeah, he's been beat up this game. That's a tough one. So 3rd and goal, the play that has worked super well today is going to put us at the goal line. The last possible opportunity for Fowler, 4th and goal from the 2. Some people might call this crazy. And I might agree with them. CVU's still going to win, though. We gave Dylan Fowler the ball as much as we could towards the end. He just got kind of beat up, and that might honestly hurt us next week against Nebraska, which, again, probably wasn't our best decision, but still, we're going to walk in with a huge W. Fowler was absolutely the player of the game, in my opinion. $127 on the ground, 2 touchdowns, also was killing it in the air, so he had almost 200 yards total offense today. You'd love to see it. Recapping the stats, Longa couldn't really find the ball deep down the field. We were under 7 yards for our average completion, which was pretty tough today, but $172, 3 touchdowns, no turnovers. I'll take that every single time. On the ground, Fowler, kind of a crazy amount of attempts, 28 for him, close to a career high, 127 on the ground, 1 rushing touchdown. Longa and Hartzell also had a pretty good day as well. And then receiving, we see Fowler, 6 for 71 and a touchdown. Parizo gets in the end zone as well, as does Angelo Hartzell on one of the early receptions in the game. Defensively, Wes Potts, even though he got torched on one play, 6 tackles leads us for the afternoon. From a sack perspective, Damian Butts was out there. They were smelling that man all game long. Also a sack from David Wenning, the freshman. Love to see him get involved. And Keyshawn Nowaski, the senior, trying to make his presence felt. But the guy that really killed it today was Jeremy Emery. 2 big interceptions. We needed him the most. This is not a team that we should have been close with, but he was the difference maker today. After a game that was, again, much closer than it should have been, we do get good news. Tyree Ramesh is coming to Cascade Valley. A 5-star defensive end. We're losing a lot of really good talent at defensive end, including Damian Butts. So having Ramesh come in is going to be huge. What is bad news for us, though, is we end up losing Brendan Shipman, a right guard we were trying to get, a 4-star. I feel like he would have been maybe a starter year 2, maybe year 3, but we end up losing him. He goes to Wisconsin. We hate him. After a nice little W there, we've got our next game up. Now look at this. Dylan Fowler, before we hop into what Nebraska looks like, Dylan Fowler actually goes up the board. Shakir Coxey is going to fall down a little bit. Fowler's starting to make a name for himself. And what might actually help us is Zion Wilbur is hurt right now, which means that you've got an opportunity to jump to the #1 spot with Dylan Fowler in a big game against Nebraska. I like our chances. Now, taking a look at Nebraska's roster, 4-2 in the year, 13 overall from a ranking perspective. So they are a very good team, a 90 overall at that, and a great defense. Their top middle linebacker is incredible. Juan Pitts is only a junior, and he's a 96 overall. A demon right end, a demon right outside linebacker, another good right end, another good. You can just kind of see there's a lot of really good defensive players on this team. At QB, though, you know, a little dicey for them, but an 84 overall, not bad. A 76 speed guy, good arm strength at a 91, great short accuracy, but not really kind of a guy that we're really scared of throwing the ball down the field. At halfback, they got Timmy Tuttle, which just sounds unbelievable. 88 overall, 91 speed, 91 excel, 98 ball carrier vision. They've got Wooziak. Behind him, a power back that seems pretty solid with good speed as well. Like, they've got some dudes that are just, you know, ready to run the football. So I imagine running is probably their strong suit. But in the air, they have Jamar Avery, who's an 88 overall with 96 speed. They've got an 89 speed guy behind him and Jamal Jewell. But then you see 94 speed, 92 speed. Fusco is not really super fast. But these bottom 3 guys who probably won't play much are demons, so I don't want to play them next year. And then looking at their secondary, they have Ramon Lacumbo, 89 speed, 89 overall, and 87, and 86, and 85. I mean, every single corner they have, with the exception of their bottom guy who's not playing this year, is a demon. We're going to have trouble passing. Cascade Valley versus Nebraska. This is a top 15 matchup, and Dylan Fowler says it's time to go off. So 2nd and 2 again. Longa keeping this team afloat right now. Whoa, that probably was an incomplete pass. All right, we were going to actually run this play with Fowler, and then this happened. So we are not. Carmazzi with a big grab. What a throw by Longa. I am pretty afraid of the defensive secondary that they just have in general. I think there's so many highly rated guys. And they got some demons on the defensive line, too. Terrible play by us in the last one. Trying to get the ball to Dylan Fowler, who's trying to outrun number 11, and he's doing just that. Not over his speed, but what a run after the catch. Ostergaard is going to get set in motion. Fowler, who's been just dominating, is going to get dropped for a loss of 2. Second and 12, we go back to the play action. It's been our bread and butter. Longa's got his guy in the sideline, and Carmazzi's going to grab that one. It's kind of nice to see Carmazzi just getting back involved in the offense. He, again, has not been the most consistent guy we've gotten the ball to, so him getting some burn here is fantastic, but Longa gets drilled. Second down, Longa, hoping he's a little better protected here. Is going to find Carmazzi for his 3rd grab already on the drive. Fowler's still kind of breathing a little heavy here. He's been used a lot. Longa, nowhere to go. Should have got rid of that one. Second and 17, Longa needs something, sees the pressure, is going to try to extend the play some, and he makes it 3rd and 10. Hartzell's going to come in here. We got an opportunity to maybe keep this one going a little bit. And Longa's just getting a lot of pressure. So Vitek's going to come out. Didn't really see him at all last game except for kicking. Oh, God. Okay, he kicked the field goal. That got a little nervous on how that one went, but Vitek gets his first field goal in what feels like a couple of games. Nebraska's going to start out in the I formation again. We had a feeling they would be running the football a decent amount today, and by the looks of it, they plan to do it a whole lot against our defense. Another I form possession here for Nebraska. They go with it again, and they get the first down. I got a feeling this is a lot of their offense. All right, we actually stand corrected because now they come out with a 4 wide receiver set, and they still run the football. So, okay, never mind. They are running the football today. First down, trying to bring the pressure. Doesn't matter. And Silvestro nearly has one. The I form continues to reign terror right now in our defense, but look at Silvestro make a good tackle. Big opportunity. Can we get a stop on 3rd and 9? Their quarterback is going to go down. A big play by Cascade Valley. That's George Jones getting the sack. Back out here in offense, we would like to actually get real points on the board. Oh, my God, Longa. Listen, I'm not saying that Coach McMervin is going to be pulling his QB from the game or anything, but too many more throws like that, you might be seeing James Hester out there slinging the rock. 3rd and long is just a familiar scenario for us right now. And Longa just doesn't really have a lot of options. Nebraska's drive kind of stalling out a little after the midfield. I don't know if their kicker has juice for it, but it don't matter. Jorge Slade, the transfer, is going to get a big interception for Cascade Valley. Back out here on offense, it has been pretty abysmal for CVU on offense today, but I mean, Ostergaard gives us a little life. And I guess as bad as it feels for us on offense, they haven't completed a single pass. They're 0 for 3 right now in the passing game. And we are out here slanging that thing. Look at Ostergaard. A little dangerous. Ostergaard, 2 grabs, almost 50 yards so far in that. Feels like he's really the man of this drive. And the man of this drive right now is nearly Fowler after that. Dylan Fowler's just been itching to get some carries here. 4 for 16 so far today. Another good one here is going to fight down to the 6-yard line. Fowler nearly has 5 yards per attempt right now, which is just perfect for what we need. Nice move, good cutback, and he's in the end zone. Cascade Valley got themselves a touchdown. And Nebraska's drive gets halted pretty quickly because Sean Lewis said, "Give me that thing. I'm leaving here with something." And we now have the ball again with Dylan Fowler in the open field being a bully right now. A few plays ago, this man had like 14 yards, and here he is with a whole lot more. Itching to get in the end zone. Fowler's going to get a maybe 3-yard carry. 2nd and 7 here from the 8-yard line. Giving the ball to Fowler. Fowler with a great spin move. A nice juke, and Fowler trying to get on ESPN almost. Angelo Hartzell's going to come in the game. Nice little dump off screen, and Hartzell's going to get in the end zone. Look, he's been a touchdown vulture. If you were playing fantasy college football today, Hartzell is stealing a little bit of points from you. I'm sorry. Nebraska's having a terrible day at the ballpark right now. They are not loving life here in Ohio, and Dylan Fowler is loving it. There was a fumble in the previous play for Nebraska. We end up getting the ball. We get down to the goal line, and Dylan Fowler says, "I'm getting the HEISMAN." So down 24-0. 2nd and 9 from the 25 or 22-yard line. They're going to line up for a field goal. That one is up. That one is good. They've cut the lead to 21. But the second half is going to be a painful one for them. I can promise you that. Nebraska a little desperate here in the second half. Comes out in 5 wide, and honestly is working. If they're not really having a completed pass on their first 2 drives, their QB does come out here, and he's got about 5 completions for 11 attempts right now. They go with a run. Spearman. Yeah, Kedron Spearman is not a guy you're going to see in the game a ton. He's a backup free safety, but yo, he is an absolute demon when he comes out there. Defense locking in. Sean Lewis trying to get in the backfield. Their QB's going to throw one, and what a dot to number 11, wide open down the middle. The big issue we've had this season is that we like to blitz a little bit, but our guys just haven't been as elite in man coverage as we probably want them to be, and it gives up a lot of passes across the middle. Sorley in shotgun, feeling a little bit of the pressure, throws one, and it's another dot to 11 who turns up. And Nebraska heard what we were saying at the end of the first half, and they didn't like it. Nebraska doing a whole lot better than we thought on that previous drive. And maybe we were taking a few too many gambles or risks, and it kind of showed. But I do know that after 10 carries so far, Fowler has shown that that Heisman Trophy is definitely coming back to Akron, Ohio. Cascade Valley might get one this year. Post guard in motion, one of the fastest players in the entire country, and they don't care. Little second down action. No way. Are they calling an illegal man downfield? I'm flabbergasted. Whatever. You're a liar. All right, we honestly felt pretty good about that, but I don't know quite exactly what happened there. You hate to see it. We're going to check down here. Fowler, get him involved. Just need a little bit more speed. Our verticality just really hasn't been there. Longa's got an absolute cannon, you know, but we haven't been able to really stretch the ball down the field. And he's throwing some errant throws too. Nebraska is just loving life right now. They have an opportunity. They're only down 14 with plenty of time left. Our offense has just looked like a shell of themselves. We can't get the ball deep down the field like we have been for the majority of the season. And it's definitely showing. Oh my God, wide open. We have no one there. A huge hit by Lewis, but it's too late. McSorley and company have an unbelievable amount of confidence right now. And I don't blame them. They are torching our defense. Second and 10, we know it's a pass play. Running back kind of moving around. Our guys, though, not able to take advantage of that underneath pass. Lining up here in a little bit of a man coverage. Abiamiri, your scholarship's going. Watching Abiamiri just see a ball thrown right in front of his eyes and not make any effort to go get it. I'm putting him on the bus right now. Second and goal, we got to imagine a little bit of a run up the middle. Oh, Blair. His knee was down. There's no way. I don't want to challenge it because we might need these timeouts, but I cannot believe they gave him that touchdown. 6 minutes left in the game, and they've kind of scored 17 unanswered. So we've got to do better. And look, they know how to shut us down. Second down and 12 to go. Look, they got dudes just off the edge. Look at Ostergaard, though. What a demon in the open field. Back out here to the run game. Oh, my God. I mean, we didn't even get a good run there, but who was this penalty on? We're fighting at least 4 linemen in the locker room. Coach McMervin's taking his shirt off and fighting them all. I've seen enough. Just not disciplined, man. No discipline on this team sometimes is how it feels. Ostergaard makes it interesting. Second and 9. Second and 9. Nice little halfback screen. Fowler has been bread and butter cooking on that. Our goal here is just to really get points on the board of any kind. A field goal, a touchdown, whatever it takes, that will work. But we also need some blocking, gentlemen. I don't know how we expect to really do anything if these guys aren't blocking. Oh, Carmazzi got a step. Carmazzi. Oh, we just got an arm punt. Call us Josh Allen. We are blitzing, for the record. Is that Damian Butts? You love to see it. Okay, so I was wrong. It was not Damian Butts. It was Nolan Blair, our fake Aaron Donald, who has not been Aaron Donald this season. That's for sure. But it was a great play by him to get us in the backfield. So that makes things interesting now because Nebraska needs to not only get a touchdown, but they have to get another score as well. Could be a touchdown, could be, you know, a field goal, whatever. We find ourselves at a 3rd and 5, 2-minute warning. Nebraska fighting to stay in this game. We just got hit stick tackled while a guy was being blocked. How? Coach McMervin literally doing the unthinkable. He is going for it on a 4th and 9 situation in his own territory. YOLO. Believe in Dylan Fowler. That's why he's the front runner for the Heisman, I hope, after this game. 6 grabs, 47 yards, a running game that's been pretty solid with 2 rushing touchdowns. Dylan Fowler, that is your Heisman. I fully stand by it. Aaron Terry was his left arm last week, his right arm this week. Fowler with a good run again for the first. Nebraska's going to be completely out of timeouts. We do not want to risk any more wear and tear on our star Heisman front runner player. We're going to walk out of here with a W, 26-17. We still the best. Your player of the game, the same guy it was last week. 2 touchdowns, 85 rush yards, a whole lot of receiving yards. He's him. Recapping the stats, Longa, a $181, a touchdown, and interception. Not a great game by him for any stretch, but again, we get the job done. We win, mostly because of our defense. On the ground, Fowler, 85 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. Longa ran for just some negative yards. He was getting sacked left and right. And then in the receiving game, Ostergaard, 6 for 87. Fowler, 6 for 47. The only person to score was Angelo Hartzell on a 3-yard pass. We'll take it. Defensively, Jorge Slade and Sean Lewis were both our tackle leaders with 6. From a sack perspective, we only got to the quarterback once, and that was George Jones in the first half, and then we never got close again. But from an interception perspective, Jorge Slade and Sean Lewis both getting interceptions that, again, really saved us today in a tough game. After the game, we were feeling really good about our chances to have Dylan Fowler is the #1 guy for the Heisman, 2 rushing touchdowns, 120 plus, total yards out there in a big game against the top-ranked team. Sharif Barr said, I don't care. 389 yards in the air, 6 passing touchdowns, then 15 rushing yards in the end. He played Mississippi State, so like, how good is that? But apparently they thought it was good enough to make him the #1 guy in the Heisman ranking. We got more work to do. Our schedule has been a daunting one, and I think that we're not getting enough credit for that from some of our player award perspective, but we have a couple of games left. We have Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, and Indiana. We win these 4. It will be the most impressive thing we've ever done from a regular season perspective, but we don't care about that. We want to win a national championship. In order to do that, get through these opponents, lock in, keep all of our guys healthy, and I like our chances come CFP time. Be safe, be smart, tell somebody you love them. Catch you guys on the next one.